You know, reaching retirement age brings a unique kind of worry, doesn't it? After decades of working, saving, and planning, the big question shifts from will I have enough to how do I make sure what I have lasts? That feeling in the pit of your stomach when the market dips? Watching healthcare costs creep up? Wondering if you can help the grandkids without jeopardizing your own security? You're not alone. Protecting your hard-earned savings becomes the most important job in retirement. It's not about getting rich quick, it's about playing smart defense. Today, we're talking about 7 practical, actionable ways to shield that nest egg. Let's start with the bedrock, the absolute non-negotiables. First up, building that emergency buffer. This isn't your regular spending money. Think of it as your financial shock absorber, specifically for those unexpected retirement curveballs. The furnace gives out in January. Your car needs a major repair. A dental emergency insurance doesn't fully cover. Dipping into your long-term investments for these is like taking a sledgehammer to your future security. Selling investments in a down market locks in losses and derails your compounding. So, how much is enough? Aim for 12 to 18 months of essential living expenses, that mortgage or rent, utilities, groceries, medications, insurance premiums. Keep it truly liquid and safe, a high-yield savings account, money market funds, or short-term CDs. Yes, it might feel like money not working hard, but its job is protection, not growth. Having this separate pot means you sleep soundly knowing life's surprises won't force you into a fire sale of your stocks or bonds. Next, let's talk about the silent killer of retirement savings, inflation. That $100 grocery bill today won't buy $100 worth of groceries 10, 15, or 20 years from now. It might only buy $60 or $70 worth. Even moderate inflation relentlessly erodes your purchasing power. If your entire nest egg is in cash or very conservative investments barely keeping pace with inflation, you're effectively losing ground every year. Protecting your savings means outpacing inflation over the long haul. This is where strategic allocation comes in. While safety is paramount, you must have a portion of your portfolio dedicated to growth potential. Think high-quality dividend-paying stocks, companies with a long history of paying and increasing dividends, which offer potential appreciation and income. Consider broad market index funds or ETFs that provide instant diversification. Even a modest allocation, think 30 to 40%, adjusted for your personal risk tolerance, to these growth-oriented assets can provide that crucial inflation-beating engine. The key is balance, not swinging for the fences, but ensuring your money doesn't slowly melt away. Now, we've covered your immediate safety net and the long-term inflation fight. These are your foundation. But there's another layer of protection we need to address, one that involves anticipating the known unknowns. That brings us to tip number 3, getting brutally honest about healthcare costs. Let's face it, Fidelity or whoever publishes those scary annual estimates isn't wrong. Healthcare is often the single biggest wildcard expense in retirement, and it almost always costs more than people expect. It's not just premiums for Medicare Parts B and D, or a Medigap plan. It's the copays, the deductibles, the dental work Medicare ignores, the hearing aids, the potential long-term care needs down the road. Underestimating this is one of the fastest ways to drain a savings account. So, protection here means proactive planning. First, max out your health savings account, HSA. If you're eligible before Medicare kicks in, it's triple tax advantaged and the absolute best vehicle for future medical expenses. Understand your Medicare options inside and out during your initial enrollment period. Don't just default to what your neighbor has. Seriously investigate long-term care insurance, LTCI, or hybrid life/LTC policies before you need them, ideally in your late 50s or early 60s when premiums are lower and you're more likely to qualify. If LTCI premiums are prohibitive, explore alternatives like setting aside a specific, segregated pool of savings earmarked only for potential future care needs. Ignoring this risk isn't protecting your savings, it's gambling with it. Tip number 4 is about creating a reliable paycheck you can't outlive. This is crucial for peace of mind and preventing you from overspending out of fear or underspending out of excessive caution. Protecting your savings means ensuring a predictable, steady stream of income to cover your baseline living expenses. Social Security is the cornerstone, but strategizing when you claim makes a massive difference. Delaying until 70 if possible significantly boosts your monthly benefit. It's often the best inflation-protected annuity you can get. Next, look at annuitizing a portion of your savings. I know annuities get a bad rap sometimes, but a straightforward single premium immediate annuity, SPIA, or a deferred income annuity, DIA, sometimes called a longevity annuity, purchased with a chunk of your savings can provide guaranteed income for life, starting immediately or later, like at age 80 or 85. This creates a personal pension. Combine this with systematic withdrawals from the remaining, well-diversified investment portfolio, using a sustainable withdrawal rate, like the 4% rule as a starting point, adjusted for your situation. The goal? Your essential bills are covered by guaranteed sources, Social Security plus annuity income, reducing the pressure on your investment portfolio and shielding it from the need for large, forced withdrawals during market downturns. This structure is protection. Now, on to tip 5, becoming a tax tactician. Taxes don't retire when you do. How and when you pull money from different accounts significantly impacts how much stays in your pocket versus going to Uncle Sam. Protecting your savings means minimizing the tax drag. This requires understanding the tax treatment of your various buckets, taxable brokerage accounts, capital gains rates, traditional IRAs/401(k)s, ordinary income tax upon withdrawal, and Roth IRAs/401(k)s, tax-free withdrawals. The key is strategic sequencing. Generally, it's smart to spend down taxable accounts first, allowing tax-deferred accounts, traditional IRAs/401(k)s, more time to grow. Then, tap into tax-deferred accounts. Aim to keep yourself in a lower tax bracket by carefully managing the amount you withdraw from tax-deferred accounts each year. Keep your Roth accounts growing tax-free for as long as possible. They are incredibly valuable later in retirement, for large unexpected expenses, or for heirs. Also, factor in required minimum distributions, RMDs, which force withdrawals from tax-deferred accounts starting at age 73, for those born 1951 to 1959. Poor tax planning can easily lop 20 to 30% off your spendable income. Smart sequencing keeps more money working for you. We've tackled healthcare, income streams, and taxes, 3 major threats. But there are 2 more essential shields we need to put in place. Tip number 6 might sound simple, but it's powerful. Become an expense ninja. Protecting your savings isn't just about growing it or managing withdrawals, it's fiercely guarding against unnecessary leaks. Retirement is the perfect time for a deep dive into your spending. Track every dollar for a few months, you might be surprised. Scrutinize recurring subscriptions, gems you don't use, streaming services piling up, premium cable channels. Negotiate bills relentlessly, call your internet, phone, and insurance providers annually and ask for discounts or shop around. Downsizing your home or car can free up significant capital and reduce property taxes, insurance, utilities, and maintenance. Explore senior discounts everywhere, they add up. Embrace the use it up, wear it out, make it do, or do without mentality for non-essentials. Every dollar you don't spend is a dollar that stays safely invested, compounding for your future needs. This isn't about deprivation, it's about conscious choice and freeing up resources for what truly brings you joy and security. Reducing your need to withdraw large sums is a direct form of protection. Finally, tip number 7, fortify your fortress. Protecting your savings also means safeguarding it from threats beyond the market. Scammers ruthlessly target seniors. Protect yourself. Never give out personal information or financial details over the phone to unsolicited callers claiming to be from the IRS, Social Security, or your bank. They won't call asking for this. Be hyper-skeptical of too good to be true investment offers or urgent pleas for help, the grandparent scam. Use strong, unique passwords and enable 2-factor authentication on all financial accounts. Freeze your credit reports at all 3 bureaus, Experian, Equifax, TransUnion. It's free and the single best defense against new account fraud. Have rock-solid estate planning documents in place, a will, revocable living trust, to potentially avoid probate, durable power of attorney for finances, and healthcare directives. This ensures your assets go where you intend and someone you trust can manage things if you cannot. Regularly review beneficiaries on retirement accounts and insurance policies. Outdated designations can override your will. Talk to your family about your plans to avoid confusion or conflict later. This layer of protection is about peace of mind, knowing your life's work is secure from predators and will be handled according to your wishes. So, there we have it, 7 shields for your retirement savings, your essential emergency fund, fighting inflation with smart growth, planning aggressively for healthcare, building guaranteed lifetime income, mastering tax strategy, becoming an expense ninja, and fortifying against fraud and chaos. It's not about fear, friends, it's about confidence. Confidence that you've built walls around what you've earned. Confidence that you can handle the surprises. Confidence to enjoy this chapter fully, knowing your foundation is solid. Protecting your savings means protecting your freedom, your choices, and your peace of mind. Which of these tips feels most important for your situation right now? I'd love to hear your thoughts or any strategies you found helpful down in the comments below. We can all learn from each other. If this conversation felt valuable, please give this video a thumbs up. It really helps. And if you haven't already, consider subscribing and hitting that notification bell. We're building a community here focused on making the most of these wonderful years. You've worked hard, you've planned, and you absolutely deserve a secure and joyful retirement. Go out there and enjoy it, knowing you're taking smart steps to protect what's yours. Take care, stay savvy, and I'll see you next time.